In today's rapidly evolving business landscape, HR compliance stands as a cornerstone for organizational success. But what exactly is HR compliance? Simply put, it's the practice of adhering to a complex web of federal, state, and local laws and regulations governing the employer-employee relationship. These laws touch upon every aspect of employment, from hiring and firing to wages, benefits, workplace safety, and more. Why is HR compliance so crucial? The answer is multifaceted. Firstly, compliance ensures that organizations operate within the bounds of the law, safeguarding them from potentially crippling lawsuits, fines, and reputational damage. Secondly, it fosters a fair and equitable workplace for employees, promoting diversity, inclusion, and a sense of respect. This, in turn, leads to increased employee morale, higher productivity, and reduced turnover. Failing to maintain compliance, on the other hand, can have dire consequences. Businesses may face costly legal battles, hefty penalties, and irreparable harm to their brand image. Moreover, non-compliance can create a toxic work environment, leading to decreased employee engagement and a decline in overall organizational performance. In essence, HR compliance is not merely a box to be checked, but a strategic imperative that directly impacts an organization's bottom line and long-term sustainability. By embracing compliance, businesses can mitigate risk, enhance their reputation, and cultivate a thriving workplace where both the organization and its employees can flourish. HR compliance encompasses a wide range of legal and regulatory requirements, each demanding careful attention and adherence. HR professionals must possess a strong understanding of key compliance areas. Let's delve into some of the most critical ones. These laws dictate everything from minimum wage and overtime pay to family and medical leave and workplace safety standards. The Fair Labor Standards Act, the Family and Medical Leave Act, and OSHA are key federal employment laws. Ensuring a safe and healthy work environment is both a legal obligation and an ethical imperative. OSHA regulations prevent workplace injuries, illnesses, and fatalities. These regulations cover hazards from chemicals to ergonomic risks and workplace violence. Creating a workplace free from discrimination and harassment is paramount. Federal laws prohibit discrimination based on race, religion, gender, age, disability, and more. Providing legally mandated benefits like Social Security, Medicare, and workers' compensation is non-negotiable. Compliance with laws governing health insurance, retirement plans, and other benefits is essential. Correctly classifying workers as employees or independent contractors is crucial. Misclassifying workers can lead to severe legal and financial repercussions. Navigating these areas of HR compliance is essential for a fair, safe, and productive work environment. By staying informed and implementing robust compliance practices, organizations can mitigate risk and foster a thriving workplace. In the ever-evolving landscape of employment law and regulations, simply understanding the pillars of HR compliance is not enough. Organizations must proactively assess their compliance standing through regular audits. Think of a compliance audit as a comprehensive health check for your HR practices, identifying potential vulnerabilities and areas for improvement before they escalate into major issues. But why are regular audits so crucial? Firstly, laws and regulations are constantly changing, and what was compliant yesterday might not be today. Regular audits help organizations stay ahead of these changes, ensuring they are always operating within the bounds of the law. Secondly, audits help identify and rectify internal compliance gaps that may have arisen due to oversight, lack of awareness, or outdated practices. The benefits of conducting regular compliance audits are numerous. By identifying and addressing potential issues early on, organizations can mitigate the risk of costly lawsuits, penalties, and reputational damage. Moreover, audits provide an opportunity to review and update HR policies and procedures, ensuring they align with current best practices and legal requirements. In essence, regular compliance audits are not merely a best practice, but a necessity for any organization serious about maintaining a compliant and ethical workplace. By embracing a proactive approach to compliance, businesses can minimize risk, protect their reputation, and foster a culture of compliance that benefits both the organization and its employees. Section 4. Unpacking the audit, a step-by-step guide to navigating the process. Conducting a comprehensive HR compliance audit might seem like a daunting task, but it doesn't have to be. By breaking down the process into manageable steps, Organizations can effectively assess their compliance standing and identify areas for improvement. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you navigate the audit process. Step 1. Define the scope. Determine which areas of HR compliance you want to focus on. This could include everything from recruitment and hiring to wage and hour practices, employee benefits, workplace safety, and anti-discrimination policies. Step 2. Gather documentation. Collect all relevant documents, including employee handbooks, policies, procedures, training materials, payroll records, and any other documentation related to the areas you are auditing. Step 3. Conduct interviews. Interview key stakeholders, including HR staff, managers, and employees, to gain insights into current HR practices and identify any potential areas of concern. Step 4. Analyze findings. Carefully review all gathered documentation and interview notes, looking for any inconsistencies, gaps in compliance, or areas where improvements can be made. Step 5. Develop an action plan. Based on your findings, create a detailed action plan outlining specific steps to address any identified compliance issues. This plan should include clear timelines, assigned responsibilities, and measurable outcomes. Step 6. Implement and monitor. Put your action plan into action, making necessary changes to policies, procedures, training programs, or other HR practices. Regularly monitor progress to ensure the effectiveness of your efforts. Remember, a successful compliance audit is not just about identifying problems, but also about finding solutions and implementing changes that create a more compliant and ethical workplace. Section 5. Building a culture of compliance beyond checklists to shared responsibility. While conducting regular audits is crucial, achieving true HR compliance requires more than just checking boxes on a list. It demands cultivating a culture of compliance, where every member of the organization understands the importance of ethical conduct and actively contributes to maintaining a compliant workplace. But how do you foster such a culture? It starts with leadership. When leaders prioritize compliance and demonstrate ethical behavior, it sets the tone for the entire organization. This commitment should be evident in the company's values, mission statement, and everyday operations. Clear and accessible policies and procedures are also essential. Employees can't be expected to comply with rules they don't understand. Policies should be written in plain language, readily available to all employees, and regularly reviewed and updated to reflect current laws and regulations. Training plays a vital role in fostering a culture of compliance. Regular training sessions should be provided to all employees, covering relevant compliance topics such as anti-discrimination and harassment, workplace safety, wage and hour laws, and ethical conduct. Open communication is paramount. Employees should feel comfortable raising concerns, asking questions, and reporting potential violations without fear of retaliation. Establishing a confidential reporting system and ensuring that all concerns are taken seriously and investigated promptly is essential. Building a culture of compliance is an ongoing process that requires commitment, communication, and continuous improvement. By embedding compliance into the very fabric of the organization, businesses can create a workplace where ethical conduct is not just a rule, but a shared responsibility. Section 6. Your Compliance Companion, introducing the Christopher Quinn Group's checklist. Navigating the complex world of HR compliance can feel overwhelming, but the Christopher Quinn Group is here to simplify the process with our comprehensive HR compliance checklist. This valuable tool serves as a roadmap, guiding you through essential compliance areas and helping you identify potential vulnerabilities within your organization. Our checklist is designed to be user-friendly and actionable, providing a clear framework for assessing your compliance standing. It covers key areas such as recruitment and hiring, ensuring compliance with anti-discrimination laws, conducting background checks properly, and maintaining accurate hiring records. Wage and hour, complying with minimum wage, overtime, and record-keeping requirements, as well as classifying employees correctly. Employee benefits, providing legally mandated benefits, administering employer-sponsored plans correctly, and complying with COBRA and HIPAA regulations. Workplace safety, maintaining a safe and healthy work environment, providing required safety training, and complying with OSHA regulations. Anti-discrimination and harassment, preventing and addressing discrimination and harassment based on protected characteristics, providing training, and establishing a reporting system. The HR Compliance Checklist is more than just a list. It's a valuable resource that empowers organizations to take control of their compliance efforts. By utilizing this checklist, you can proactively identify and address potential issues, mitigate risk, and create a more compliant and ethical workplace.